Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? It's Fishman here, and today we're just going to go over and look at the quick review of the gear research tree that just recently is kind of out on the Tiny server, so we can kind of get an early look and see what is coming up. Something that I can already tell right from the get-go though is that, you can see the tome cost on the initial researches, they're really cheap, but obviously we know that this is going to cost a fair bit of tomes. And if I had to speculate how much it's going to cost, it's going to be quite expensive. But you notice there that the foundry only needs these up to level 4, which means that chances are we're probably going to be able to produce Lunite really early on. But I don't really know as to what the point of that might be, right? Because we've got to have these researches up to level 10, I think, in order to even unlock tier 5. And so it is kind of interesting, right? It kind of opens the question of like, well, if it's going to cost us roughly, just assuming you spent 15-ish hundred tomes just unlocking the T5, because there's 593 tomes for each one, right? Not counting the number of tomes needed to upgrade the other researches, that's a lot in terms of tomes just to have to pay up front. Of course, you can see the upgrades all the way up to 10 are pretty nice though, like a 15% increase, a million plus supply capacity, 10% on the barracks training capacity. These are all really nice things to have, but what is the actual core benefit of that going to be? Do I actually have to max these all the way out? And I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that that is not the case. Like, I really don't want to have to upgrade all of those other individual researches all the way to max just so that I can unlock tier 5. And if that's the case, then obviously you can imagine you're going to have to foot a bill of upwards of 2,000 plus tomes, which means that for those of you out there that look at those packs for $5 and they give you 250 tomes, that's like the best bang for your buck right now in terms of tomes. Obviously they do have some events coming up though, and I'm hoping that they probably have an idea as to how they want to go about giving us access to these tomes. Now they are going to give us a lot of free gifts, and they're also updating the actual character models in the game, which, and by updating, it sounds like what they're doing is they're adding 2D lighting or 3D lighting to the character portraits themselves. Now I don't really know exactly what else they're going to change, but I mean, with client server upgrades, hero model upgrades, I mean, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say that they're probably just going to improve stability, which is just what you would expect from the game over time to do. But these are things that are normal. Now, it says here you can get 50 tomes on day 1, so that'll be pretty useful. We are going to see stuff coming up from the anniversary shop. Now, I'm going to just take a wild guess and say that really, we could possibly be seeing T5 as soon as tomorrow. And that's really, from the way it looks, that's really the way it's going right now. I would like to mention, though, that you guys can get some free stuff with the Team Banking Challenge, so make sure to check out your news tab. But with a lot of this stuff, let me know what you guys really want to do with T5 coming up. I know I'm staying clear away from the War Kingdoms right now because this update's going to really throttle, especially in like Kingdom 536. Like, I imagine that kingdom's going to be a mess. But let me know.